Alright guys, this is Ranger 4321 doing a knife review. You see my K-bar right there. We'll do a review over that one a little bit later. Today's review is going to be over the Ghurka Khukri. It's this knife right here. It's a 14-inch blade. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick, maybe half inch, quarter inch thick. There we go. Yeah, quarter-inch thick blade. Really heavy. This one's called the Chirra, which it means it has these 3 waves right here. You can see it's got these parts right here that just come up, and that is supposed to help with the strength of the blade, as far as batoning or wood chopping, or for you zombie people out there for killing zombies. And it keeps the blade from bending and whatnot, but it's such a thick blade that it's not going to affect it that much at all. I bought this knife from a guy called Frank from off a website called Knives by Hand, and this one is imported from Nepal. But Frank, he actually hand makes some knives, so I'll put a link in my description box below this video so y'all can go check it out. He's got some really good stuff, really sharp knives. These knives are made from leaf spring steel, so it's kind of soft, but that's kind of a good thing, because while these do dull fairly easily, they're also very easy to sharp. And for me, for a sharpening tool for this, you might be like crazy or something, but I use a file. Yeah, you might think, oh, that's stupid. Well, no, it's not, because this is just like a chopping tool for me, for like wood stuff. I mean, this is like my hiking machete, really. I've cut down trees, albeit they were dead, but it's still hardwood, that they were about 6 inches or a little bit more in diameter. So this can definitely do the job. And the sweet spot for this blade is right here. Right where you get the edge of this curve right here, and right at the edge of this one, the meat right there. That's a sweet spot. When you get the meat right there, it just chops like crazy. It's like a chainsaw almost. Let's see. As you can see, it's been used quite a bit. I use it at my friend's house to help him cut down some stuff as well. On this side as well. There are some downsides to the blade, though. One of it is being the weight of it. This is not something you'd want to hike in for 12 miles. I've hiked it about 6 miles in. But it's really a heavy knife. And if you're going to take something like this in there, why don't you just take a little collapsible saw and take in a K-bar or something to baton the wood and cut in half. Because this right here, it's pretty hefty. It feels almost like it's 2-3 pounds. The handle's another thing. While it fits my hand pretty well, it's not that great. You have this little part right here, this little ridge that you can put your fingers between, which is good. It helps with the grip, but your hand still slides. It's a piece of wood right there. And another thing about the weight is your forearm tires out really quickly. So if you're going to do some hacking, get some practice in with it first, so you can get your forearm muscle built up. Because this thing will take it out. It's crazy. But this, the Ghurka, is a little bit of history on this thing. The Ghurkas use this as a battle knife. Not this particular one, but ones like it. And I've heard stories of where, with one slice, they could cut a person in half. And I believe it. I'll tell you why. Because the blade is so heavy, and if you sharpen it just right, it can get really, really sharp. And if you, with one swing up like that, that's how it's meant to be cut with, is you take it sort of a diagonal direction up. It cuts right through meat. It's crazy. But all pros and cons aside, this thing is actually a pretty decent knife. I bought it for, I think, about 150 bucks. It's good for little hiking excursions, no more than 6 miles, I'd say, because of the weight. But I love it. It's a great little wood chopper. I prefer this over a machete and over a hatchet because you have more weight up here, whereas a hatchet you don't have the weight way up here. This you have more surface area for cutting. Hatchet you only have about, what, that much, just on the head. Machete's straight. This is curved so you can cut branches a little bit more easily. Word of caution, watch where you swing this thing. Be very careful when you swing it because it can cut you very easily. I haven't cut myself yet, but it's always a fear of mine that I'll end up cutting myself with this and it'll be bad because of the blade. But yeah, comment, subscribe. I'll put a link for knivesbyhand.com in my description box and y'all can check it out. Peace.